Welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College. Welcome children. Standard 6th History, Chapter number 3, the Harappan Civilization. Today we are going to learn about a new topic, that is Harappan Civilization. Children, do you know why the civilization is called as Harappan Civilization? It is because this archaeological excavation first began in 1921 CE at Harappa in the Punjab on the banks of the river Ravi. It is also known as Indus Civilization. Excavations were also carried out at Mohenjo-daro, a place about 650 km to the south of Harappa in the Indus Valley, which is now in Pakistan. There is a striking resemblance between the remains of structures and artifacts found at two places. That means articles found at both places are somewhat the same. Similar remains are also being found at Dholavira, Lothal, Kalibangan, Daimabad, etc. Now children, what are the similar aspects which are seen in both the places? The aspects are town planning, roads, construction of houses, drainage system, seals, pots and toys, and burial customs. Now here you can see the map on which they have shown the places where similar artifacts or similar type of structures are being found. You can see here Indus Valley Civilization and Harappan Civilization. Harappan Civilization is also called as Indus Valley Civilization. You can see the river Indus. Children, you can see here that many places which are being mentioned on the map where we have found the structures and the artifacts which are similar at many places, like Raki Garhi, Dholavira, Lothal, Kalibangan, Alamgirpur, then Rupar. These are the places where similar kinds of artifacts and structures are being found, same like the Harappan civilization. Now children, here you can see the archaeologist who has actually been excavated the Harappan civilization. Now if I say archaeologist, what do you mean by archaeologist? Archaeologist means a person who studies human history and prehistory through the excavation of sites and the analysis of artifacts and remains. Now what is excavation? Excavation means making a hole or digging a hole or channel, that is called as excavation. So excavation, actually they are digging so that under the ground they will find the remains or the artifacts of the prehistory period. That is called as archaeologist. Now here we can see the first archaeologist is Sir R.D. Banerjee. Second one is Sir John Marshall. And third one is Sir Alexander Cunningham. We can see the more number of archaeologists over here. Here we can see the first one is Dayaram Sahani and the next one is Mortimer Wheeler. So these were the archaeologists who actually excavated the Harappan civilization. You can see here Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. These are the sites, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. So Mohenjo-daro is a place which is 650 km to the south of the Harappa in the Indus Valley, which is now in Pakistan. Next one is, as I told you, that the aspects which are similar from them, the first one is housing and town planning. So now we are going to see about the housing and town planning. what did we find about housing and town planning in the Harappan civilization? You can see the houses were mainly built with baked bricks, unbaked bricks and stones in Harappan civilization. The houses had rooms built around a central courtyard. You can see various kinds of houses are there and they are having the same designing. There is no difference at all. The houses also had wells, bathrooms and toilets. It had an excellent drainage system in which baked earthen conduits were used. Now what is a conduit? A conduit is a pipe, channel or tube through which water can be passed. That is also called as a nala. It is called as a nala in Hindi. It also had covered drains built with bricks. This shows great concern regarding public health. This shows that these people had a great concern about the public health. They were very hygienical. The towns were divided into two sections and each section had separate fortification. Now you can see there are two fortifications. You can see in the above part, if you can see those houses which I showed you in the previous slide. There were small houses, and this one is this is the second part. So there were two sections. This is called as a citadel, and there those were the houses of the common people. So they had separate fortification where it was being divided with the help of a wall. Now this, children, you can see here a granary. There was a place where all the food grains were being stored in that, and you can see here these are the small cans which were being used to, it was on a height. This granary was on a height and they would supply those food grains with the help of those cans, and with the help of that wheel and that rope they would put it down so the people can easily take the food grains from the granary. Now the next part, that is the third part, that is 3.3. 3.3, what is the point given in the textbook? 3.3 is seals and pots. The seals of the Harappan civilization were mainly square shaped and made from a stone called statite. So you can see here all the seals are of square shape and they were made from a stone, and the name of that stone is statite. These seals bear pictures of animals. You can see the picture of animals over here. They include pictures of real animals like bulls, buffaloes, oxen, elephants, rhinos, tigers, etc. and also of imaginary ones like the unicorn. You can see one unicorn over here down. The fourth one. And the last one. The fourth one is a bull and the last one is a unicorn. The last one is a unicorn. Human figures are also seen on the seals, and these seals were used as stamps. These seals were used as stamps for the government administrative work. For the purpose of the administrative work, they would use this seal as stamp. Earthen pots of various types and shapes have been found at the excavation. So you can see the earthen pots. So earthen pots of various types and shapes have been found at the excavation here during the Harappan civilization, at the sites of the Harappan civilization. There are red terracotta pots with patterns and designs in black color. Can you see the pattern which is drawn on this pot is of black color? So these are the red, because the pot is in red in color, so it is a red terracotta pot, and you can see the pattern which is drawn on this pot is of fish scales. You can see the fish. You can see one fish on this pot. The pattern which is drawn on this pot is it includes the fish scales. And the designing is being done in the black color. So there are various kinds of pots on which you can see the patterns like fish scales, interlocking circles, people leaves, etc. See here, you can see the interlocking also You can see the interlocking of the circles. You can see the circles are interlocked, means they are joined with each other. And then you can see down the people leaves. The Harappan people buried their dead. They used to bury earthen pots with the bodies also. When a person would die, they would bury that person. They would bury that person in the ground or in the mud under the ground. And they would use to bury earthen pot also. They used to bury earthen pots with the bodies. So whatever earthen pot is related to that person, so whatever pot he would use, so that pot was also being buried with him. You can see the various kinds of pot of various shapes, various types, which we got from the sites of Harappan civilization. We will see the remaining part of this lesson in the next video, that is part 2. I hope that all of you have understood the lesson. If any doubt, let me know through the comment box. So children, please do read the lesson from the textbook. It is very important. I also want you all to draw the diagram of Great Bath by labeling its length, that is 12 meters, breadth 7 meters and depth 3 meters. The diagram of Great Bath is given on the slide in this video. So you can see that and you can draw accordingly. I also want you to draw the figures of pots, that is given on page number 12, red terracotta pots, one with fish scales pattern and the other with interlocking circles in your notebook. Please do complete your notebook. Thank you.